The United States has pulled back the curtain on the long-anticipated X-44 Manta II, an aircraft poised to redefine the boundaries of modern aviation. Boasting next-gen stealth capabilities, unmatched velocity, and extraordinary agility, the Manta II is primed to revolutionize aerial warfare. But what gives this updated version its edge, and how might it reshape the future of combat in the skies? Let's delve into the game-changing features of this jet, and examine the innovations that could permanently shift the global balance of air power. The original X-44 Manta marked a dramatic departure from traditional jet design. It wasn't a minor upgrade, it was a complete reimagining of how planes could be built and controlled. Developed through a collaborative effort between NASA and the US Air Force, the X-44 faced a daunting challenge, creating an aircraft without any tail surfaces, no vertical stabilizers, no rudders, no elevators. For context, most aircraft rely on these components for balance and maneuvering. Removing them entirely would be akin to steering a bike with no handlebars. And yet, the X-44 managed to achieve full control through a radical approach, three-dimensional thrust vectoring. While it drew inspiration from other successful fighter designs, the X-44 introduced significant structural modifications, most notably a stretched delta wing configuration. Project planners envisioned an aircraft that would leap beyond the current state of aerospace engineering. Lockheed Martin took up the challenge and engineered a prototype that abandoned conventional wisdom. Instead of relying on mechanical control surfaces, this fighter would control its direction and attitude purely by directing engine thrust. This bold strategy had cascading advantages. Eliminating vertical and horizontal stabilizers made the aircraft far more elusive to radar. At first glance, the X-44 resembles a futuristic concept out of a sci-fi film, sleek, triangular, and intimidating. Pilots who previewed the designs described it as something between a fighter jet and a spacecraft, joking it looked like the offspring of an F-22 and a UFO. The shape wasn't just for show, it blended stealth and performance into one cohesive silhouette. A central feature of the Manta's upgraded design is its blended wing body, a seamless integration of fuselage and wings, rather than distinct components. This single contour structure slashes aerodynamic drag and boosts lift, enabling the jet to glide through the sky with remarkable efficiency. The airframe is also layered with radar-absorbent materials and shaped with angled edges to deflect detection systems, reducing its radar cross-section to the size of a small bird in some cases. Material science also plays a crucial role in the Manta's superiority. Lightweight yet durable advanced composites make up the aircraft's skin and internal frame, significantly cutting down on weight while strengthening structural integrity. These materials enhance survivability under the extreme stress of high-speed flight. Rather than employing ailerons or flaps, the Manta relies exclusively on precision thrust vectoring. This likely includes modified nozzles adapted from the F22, offering full control over pitch, yaw, and roll. The result is a simplified yet sophisticated control system that merges propulsion with maneuverability. The delta wing layout was a strategic choice. Not only does it provide a more stable platform, but it also expands internal fuel capacity. Compared to a standard F22, the Manta can store much more fuel, granting it greater operational range and mission flexibility. This translates into longer sorties and fewer limitations, making it highly adaptable for diverse mission profiles. Together, these elements provide three primary benefits: reduced mechanical complexity by eliminating hydraulic systems and moving parts, increased fuel efficiency via streamlined aerodynamics, and enhanced agility through vector-based flight control. Altogether, these innovations offer a glimpse into the future of military aviation. Now, let's compare it with the F22 Raptor. While the Raptor is a marvel of engineering, it still operates with conventional components: elevators, flaps, ailerons, and vertical stabilizers. These movable parts adjust airflow and help the jet climb, roll, and descend. Coupled with two-dimensional thrust vectoring, the Raptor achieves excellent maneuverability, but still depends on traditional aerodynamics. The X-44, by contrast, discards all external control surfaces. If it wants to turn or climb, it does so by changing the angle of its thrust. This is akin to a car steering by altering torque distribution between wheels rather than turning a steering wheel. It's a more advanced, elegant solution, but one that demands cutting-edge control systems and software. Another key advantage? Stealth. The Raptor, for all its strengths, has exposed surfaces, vertical fins and horizontal stabilizers that reflect radar waves. The X44 has no such features, making it far stealthier and better suited to penetrate hostile airspace undetected. Fewer edges and gaps mean fewer ways for radar to bounce back to enemy systems. From a fuel standpoint, the Raptor's architecture restricts internal fuel capacity. The Manta, with its expansive delta wing, flips that limitation into an advantage. Combined with reduced drag from its tailless design, the jet enjoys far superior range. This alone enhances its strategic value. In terms of speed, the X44 is in a league of its own. Capable of sustained flight well above Mach 3, it leaves most fighters, and some missile systems, in its wake. But it's not just about speed. The Manta doesn't rely on fuel-thirsty afterburners to stay supersonic. Instead, it can supercruise, maintain high velocities using standard thrust. This makes it more efficient, less detectable by thermal sensors, and able to stay in the air longer. Its rapid acceleration also provides a defensive edge. When faced with incoming threats, the jet can outrun or outclimb them, turning speed into a shield. For countries like Russia and China, which rely heavily on complex air defense networks, the X44 presents a serious dilemma. How do you intercept a plane that can simply escape your reach? The Manta's strategic capabilities go beyond evasion. With deep penetration abilities and a generous internal weapons bay, it can strike high-value targets in fortified enemy territory. This turns it into more than just a fighter. It becomes a surgical strike platform capable of altering the course of an entire operation. Arguably the most revolutionary aspect of the Manta is its electronic warfare suite. Rather than being just a weapon carrier, it acts as an electronic predator. Its advanced sensors monitor the electromagnetic spectrum, identifying and analyzing threats in real time. But it doesn't stop there. It can actively jam, mislead, or disable enemy systems. It creates an electronic cocoon that protects both itself and nearby assets, blinding enemy radars and communications. This means it can scramble communications, sow confusion, and neutralize defenses, all while remaining nearly invisible. The aircraft doesn't just evade detection, it actively reshapes the digital battlefield. Flexibility is another standout trait. Unlike traditional fighters that specialize in specific roles, the Manta can handle air-to-air combat, precision ground strikes, and electronic warfare simultaneously. This reduces the need for multiple aircraft types and simplifies mission planning. A single sortie can fulfill the tasks of several specialized platforms. At the heart of all this is a powerful AI system. This is not just an advanced autopilot. It's a combat AI capable of processing massive data streams, learning from each mission, and making real-time decisions. Traditional jets rely on pre-programmed tactics. The Manta's AI adapts dynamically, identifying patterns and evolving based on experience. This AI doesn't replace the pilot, it enhances them. By handling complex data and threat analysis, it frees the pilot to focus on strategy. It serves as a digital co-pilot, making the system faster, smarter, and more lethal. Even more impressive is the jet's automatic threat response. When danger is detected, the AI can instantly deploy countermeasures, weather flares, electronic jamming, or evasive maneuvers, before the pilot even reacts. These split-second actions could mean the difference between survival and destruction. In high-stakes aerial combat, milliseconds count. While a human pilot evaluates the situation, the Manta is already executing the optimal move. It can track multiple threats, simulate countless outcomes, and act before a person could even process the threat. This speed turns it into more than a fighter. It becomes a hyper-intelligent guardian. And that brings us to a chilling implication for rival nations. Fighters like Russia's Su-57 and China's J-20 are formidable, but they may already be outclassed. The Su-57 is fast and agile, with decent stealth, but it's burdened by delays and inconsistent engine performance. The J-20, while ambitious, still relies on older propulsion tech and has limitations in its stealth and range. Neither aircraft can match the Manta's combination of speed, stealth, electronic warfare, and AI integration. Worse, current missile defense systems are ill-equipped to track something this fast and unpredictable. Billions invested in traditional air defense might be rendered obsolete by one ghost-like jet. From a strategic perspective, the X-44 upends assumptions. A nation could believe its skies are secure, only to be proven wrong in seconds. It's like investing in a world-class alarm system, only for someone to invent a way to walk through walls. Countries must now ask themselves, how do you protect against a threat you can't see, can't catch, and can't outsmart? This is more than a military challenge, it's a geopolitical reset. The Manta isn't just a fighter. It's a message, a power statement, and a reshaping of global air dominance.